Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Capricorn. New love prospects or connections for Capricorn. Anyone you're dealing with, clarity please for Capricorn. Clarity for Capricorn. Does Capricorn need to know? Could be dealing with a Taurus. Yeah, it's whether you're on the same page here. Yeah. Someone's definitely open to receive. But yet there's indecision. Could be someone who doesn't see this coming, so we'll see. It's sometimes a person, it's an energy of unable to move forward sometimes. Somebody kind of in their head. We'll see. Yeah, we got the Three of Cups. So there is something positive here. It's often good news, but if there is somebody making a choice between two, and it could be yourself, but you could be dealing with a Taurus. It's whether or not you're on the same page. It's saying to take the blindfold off and see. Could be someone dealing with other people here, but this is often, people, the social circle, online dating, or social media. We're going to see here. Yeah. Capricorn. Yeah, some little aha moment. Oops, there we go. Yeah. Saying to trust your inner knowing. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking here. Yeah, there is somebody here, possibly indecisive, making a choice between two. It's all about being on the same page. Yeah. Now, some of you could be dealing with Pisces, others of you are dealing with Taurus, and maybe that's your choice, but it's all about you already know the answers. You need to take off the blindfold and see, because it has to do with this little aha moment, this moment of truth. There's a little enlightenment. Yeah. Like I say, it's an energy of 3. But there is, I do see this energy of someone kind of being cautious, playing it safe, right? But it's an energy of someone who's open to receive, like fill my cup. It's somebody who wants you to fill their cup. Give me what I want. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, it's a person kind of stuck between two worlds. It has to do with coming together and going down this path. And there is some sort of choice here. Yeah, someone here can't make a decision. Yeah, see, it's about a choice between two, making a decision. There's definitely a connection here. But it's about making the decision to move forward, to take it to the next level. And those of you, definitely I can see too. So tell me about the Two of Swords. Why is this here? Yeah. Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo energy. King of Pentacles is the person who likes to kind of look ahead and plan ahead. It's a person who grounds themselves and looks at a situation here. But with this person in particular, they are definitely indecisive. It's somebody here who can't move forward. Like they're looking ahead, but they can't seem to move forward. They're stuck between two worlds. It's someone who's been on a particular path, the path that they've been on. Their lifestyle, habits, the way they conduct themselves. They could be kind of set in their ways. But it also has to do with, there is a connection, but it has to do with committing to the path. I feel this person committing to this path, but like they're between two worlds, though. This is the path they were on, their lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves, their day-to-day life. It's about faith and loyalty. There's definitely an energy of something being learned too. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Yeah, so it has to do with some sort of judgment and a decision. Now, it could be reconciliation, but others of you, it has to do with this person on this path. It has to do with out with the old, in with the new, because we have someone going, aha. It could be a person keeping a secret, or they're just keeping it all in. They're being cautious. They don't want to appear too open, too available. This is someone who doesn't really know what they want. They think they do, but it's like they can never seem to move forward. There's this indecision. And it's telling you to take the blindfold off and see. Yeah. Tell me about the Three of Cups. It's somebody, some of you, it's just a person, yeah. It's a person who gets chased a lot because they are someone who can provide. So they get a lot of attention. This is someone who likes the attention, the path they're on, but the two of you come together and you've made a connection. But it looks like it's just not going anywhere at this point. And it is out with the old, in with the new. And it is an energy of what this person's hoping to achieve. They're looking at that. They need it's this person too, but they need to take the blindfold off and see. They can't see a way forward. So why, and it has to do with why. Why can't this person see a way forward? They feel like there's not a lot of hope. See, there's cups that are spilt, the path that they were on. They're still holding on to something. I wonder if this is someone who wasn't faithful and loyal at some point on another path. Because it is, they can't move forward. They're unable to move forward. They feel like there's not a lot of hope, or you feel that way because of this. Tell me about the Judgment. Yeah, this is someone rejecting someone, ignoring them. You know, nope, they're not my type. I'm not looking at this. I'm not dealing. And see, they don't even want to look at it. They don't want to look at this. Because it's an opportunity. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. It has to do with why. And I do think you're going to have that little aha moment. Yeah. Taking a little step back, seeing things from a whole different light. Yeah, I feel like you already know. I think this is someone, it's not just indecision, it's they have something they're ashamed of that they did in another path. They may have not been loyal. They feel badly. It's an energy of unable to move forward. I don't know if it, I mean, to me it looks like a person who wasn't loyal, yet you've made a connection. Or maybe they don't have faith in themselves to be loyal, but there's definitely a lot of regret, maybe even some shame. They don't want to look at this. So in other words, they're kind of denying themselves this opportunity. There's a joyful experience, the energy of 3. It is someone who gets chased. They get a lot of attention. But it is out with the old. See, this is someone who needs to release this. They need to shed this. It's a healing. It's somebody who hasn't healed or gotten over something here. Yeah. But it's, I feel, just take that little step back, looking at things different. See? And it could be this person maybe feels you're not their type. Yeah. And it doesn't mean they weren't faithful. I'm just saying for some, I can see it because it's an energy of someone who's being cautious, playing it safe. They're very careful what they wish for, but they're playing it so safe. And I do feel it's because I think it's a person who doesn't have faith in themselves to be faithful. Yeah, tell me about the High Priestess. Yes, it's a person who kind of comes across as a little cold. And if you have a choice, one of these isn't like the other. And it could be yourself having to decide. But somebody here who speaks truth. See, a loyal, faithful, being on the same page. And then you have this other energy of someone who makes up excuses. But this could be this person. I mean, I feel like it's someone who... I feel like it's just the same person. It has to do with the two of you making a connection and being cautious, careful what they wish for. But they know there's a connection. See, it's a spiritual connection, but they keep it all in. But yeah, it is an energy of some sort of truth. Something this person's learning. But it has to do with maybe the story someone's telling you. Maybe it feels a little off. It's possible they're making up excuses too, right? Because they don't want to go there. It's a person who just can't seem to make a decision to move forward. They can't see ahead. They can't see a future. because they feel hopeless. And some of you, it definitely is someone who wasn't faithful or loyal. They have shame. They have never healed and gotten over it. And it's yourself trusting your own intuition. Anytime someone makes up excuses, see, this is someone who doesn't really talk a lot. They're definitely in their head. But it's, I mean, it has to do with learning something and learning a truth. Or someone who should tell you the truth. This is sometimes a person who paints a picture. They tell you a story. And if you feel it's off, it probably is. But it's taking a step back, going, aha, seeing things differently. See the story. The picture someone's painted in their head, the story that they told you, may not be what they, may not be. It has to do with needing to speak truth. But I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. I mean, it's someone who might just feel like you're not really their type, or... But I do think this person can't see a future. They can't plan and prepare ahead for some reason. They can't look ahead. Tell me about that Five of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who's got choices. The choices they possibly made in the past, too. Keep this person from moving forward. Little Gemini energy here. Yeah, definitely some regret. And I do feel this is someone who feels they're missing an opportunity. I do think they know this, but I still feel they can't move forward. They just can't seem to move forward. I mean, sometimes you get a person too, you make a connection, it only goes so far. It can only go so far. But yeah, I mean, with the Lovers here, it's this, you know, it's an energy of love. They feel like there's no hope. I feel this, for some of you, it's a person who doesn't feel worthy, or they don't, you know, maybe don't feel deserving. That it only goes so far, and they can't see a future. They can't plan ahead. They can't look ahead. Tell me more about the Lovers. I mean, this is about love and a bonded connection. It's about taking a situation to the next level. You know, there's definitely attraction, a spark, desire, you know, the flame. You know, there's definitely desire, but it has to do with, and it's not like they wouldn't take it to the next level. This has to do with literally moving forward and going down that path. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's a person who rushes in. See, they're thinking things through, choosing their battle. So this is someone still dealing with something from the past. It's probably baggage or something from a past relationship, or how they conducted themselves. I think it's a person who wasn't faithful for some of you in the past. And they have shame. They've never healed from it. And that's why they can never move forward. There is a lot of desire. I feel like it feels hopeless, helpless, cup half empty, you know. But yeah, it's about taking decisive action. See, taking an opportunity there's an opportunity being presented. And if you have a person who took the opportunity and then backed out, rushed in without thinking and then backed out. Yeah. If you feel something is off, it probably is, but it's whether you're each other's type too. This is another thing. Yeah, it all has to do with long-term stability, partnering up, seeing the truth. Be someone who doesn't see you as a partner, or vice versa. I mean, or even themselves. Like I say, they can't move forward. It's like they can't make plans for the future. Why is the High Priestess here? Yeah, see, it's all about seeing the bigger picture. It has to do with this person seeing the bigger picture, the truth. And it has to do with something, maybe a story they told you or some sort of excuse. But this is someone who kind of is cold. They don't really have a whole lot to say. See, they're keeping it all in. They don't have a whole lot to say. It's like a person who's careful about saying anything. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, they can't make plans for the future for some reason. Yeah, see the path they're on, shining a light, looking for clues. Some of you, you're dealing with a Virgo. I also see Taurus, Gemini cusp for some of you. But it's choices made in the past. Someone chose the wrong person. I don't know if this is the spiritual path this person's been on too. They've been on this, I feel, because this is here, a little bit of a spiritual path. And they're looking for clues and answers. See, the path they've been, now they can't move forward. So why can't this person move forward? Yeah, see, they did something in the past. They were sneaky. This person was up to something sneaky. I mean, maybe they're feeling that way about you, but they certainly can't move forward. I feel it's about self. I really do. And it is about being sneaky. They did something. And it's often deep insecurities or a situation that makes this person sneaky. But I'm going to tell you, it's about you're the one that has literally gotten away, the one that got away. And they don't want you to get away. But like they let you get away because they got stuck in their head. They could not make plans for the future because of this path they were on. This is a past, something this person did. Yeah, maybe didn't tell you the whole truth. See, they paint a picture, told you a story. But it is about shining the light. This person has things they need to clear up and clear out. It's definitely, and it's an energy of somebody who was kind of curious too. Yeah, but like I say, this is someone who's didn't tell you something. Someone who should have. See, it's an energy of someone who should have told someone the truth. And they didn't tell you the truth. Now this person would like to tell you the truth and just put all the cards on the table and see what happens. Because there is that moment of truth and that enlightenment. Aha. See, it's all about a partner, long-term stability. So you can see what's this person's going on in their head. They were unable to move forward because they were stuck between two worlds. So in other words, this person was still in a commitment. Or they did something they're ashamed of in the past. And they didn't tell you. And they should have told you the truth. Someone who's never healed from it. See, it's all about releasing it, shedding it, because it really no longer serves anymore. But they are on a bit of a spiritual journey. So it has to do with their beliefs, lifestyle, I mean, their history, the way they were possibly raised. Yeah, definitely a spiritual journey for sure for this person. Yeah, see, they were very curious about you as well. And this could be yourself, vice versa. Take it as it resonates. It's still kind of the same, but this is all about two people being comfortable partnering up. Being partners, feeling comfortable with each other, company, companionship. And that's how I feel like it started. They just wanted company and companionship. And it looks like it did go to the next level, and that's where that person at that point could not move forward. They were still, I feel, still in a commitment. So it's about two people coming apart so two can come together. They have been thinking about it, there's no doubt, but it has to do with telling you the truth. So they could have even made up an excuse. But this is often with this energy, it's someone who paints a picture. You know, they tell you a story, they paint a picture in your mind, but it's all about putting all the cards on the table, seeing truth. See, they see the bigger picture. They weren't looking at the bigger picture at this point. Now they do. But they do, I mean, it is about not seeing you as a partner. I feel they do. But it's still unable to move forward. And it could just have to do with it this time. So what is this person going to do? And I do see speaking a truth. You know, they want to see the truth, laying the foundation, making a commitment. See, they were unable to make a commitment. They were in a commitment. And they may have, like I say, between two worlds, they had just come apart. But definitely this person, they weren't completely single. As far as, you know, commitments go. But yeah, now this person's been thinking it through, choosing their battle. See, they're dealing with all this. They need to heal. They need to shed this, release it, because it looks like they made a bad decision. They made a bad choice, a bad decision. And I do feel this person ignored you, rejected you. They definitely know they missed a beautiful opportunity. There's no doubt when that comes out. But now they see the bigger picture. They've learned something. They've learned some things about themselves too, things that they didn't see or realize about themselves and about yourself. Because this is a learning experience as well. But here comes the Pentacle. Yeah, see, they want to lay the foundation. I wouldn't be surprised this person comes in. Now, if you are, it depends where you are with this person, this path that you're on. It depends where you are. You may be the person deciding you're not sure if you see a future with them yourself. You may have another connection. There could be another connection here. Because this is someone who's open to, whatever comes their way, thinking of it's time to put myself out there. I think you have a person too. This person, they weren't ready. This is someone who was not ready to put themselves out there. Well, they shouldn't have. Yeah. But it is an energy of a person who kind of gets chased a lot too. But it is about goals, what this person's hoping to achieve. See, it's all this judgment, this decision, being judged. I think this person is worried about being judged too. But definitely there was a bad decision, and that does have to do with healing. See, paying attention to the red flags, the signs and the signals. Caution them, but it's because of the energy they were in at this time too. Wow, this person, and you say they're coming in to lay the foundation though. I can see this person, they're coming in to speak truth. I do think this person has integrity and generally very good morals and values, but it's about the two of you being on the same page. I feel like you kind of weren't. Like, this is a person who's ready, and then the other person's not ready. And it is, I do feel some of them, they were kind of sneaky, sneaking around, trying to figure things out. But it is the energy of the one that got away. They let you get away. So you are the one that got away. Maybe you're both thinking this, but they're coming in. Yeah, it's an energy of reaching out, whether or not, see a little test, they're going to reach out, a little test here to see if you reciprocate. I don't know. So someone who's definitely no longer talking to someone else. I definitely feel they've come apart from someone. See, it's not going anywhere. It was something that probably wasn't going in anywhere, but some of you, they were actually in a committed situation. But it has to do with them at this point not really having faith in themselves to make a choice, so they were unable to move forward. But this is someone who now feels confident. King of Swords energy comes out where they now have faith in themselves. So, yeah, there it is. Faith and loyalty, doing things right, being on the same page. It's about giving and receiving. This person wants to share something with you. They want to share something with you. They're going to reach out. Wow. You could hear from this person at some point, but it's whether you want to or not. Because if you are the feminine, I feel here, the queen. If you're the Queen of Pentacles, you're like not sure if you see a future with this person now. Some of you may have even, like I say, recently connected with someone else. It still hasn't gone anywhere, but it's all about generosity, giving and receiving, being on the same page. It's about learning, sharing information, something that's being learned here. They want to share something with you. But it's really all this little, see this little test, taking a, testing the water, basically. But there is definitely an energy of enlightenment and seeing truth in a situation. Well, they say the truth shall set you free, right? And that's what I feel here. So I feel this person's kind of in this, well, what have I got to lose? I might as well just speak the truth. Yeah, they come with a pentacle, though. Like I say, this is about commitment. It's actually about making a commitment. Take care. We'll see you soon.